Hello everyone, my name is Jesse, and this is the Auditorium. I react to video game music for the first time. As a musician myself, today I have a single video, and it's not even that long. So it might be a quite short video. This is Berserk Millennium Falcon arc, I think. And I think it's called Chapter of the Holy Demon Wars, the opening cinematic, I guess. Channel is called Revamped Telephone, requested by Enzo and RoyalCrustle. Don't anything about it. No other requests. Quite short, but hey, it's gonna make me nostalgic with the whole intro movie. I miss intro movies, man. All right, let's check this out. Berserk Millennium Falcon arc. Isn't that a Star Wars reference? Looks very 2000s graphics. It's a 10-year-old upload. Big brain, literally. What is this? Oh. Looks a little high production. What the heck? It looks like a very I don't know, it looks almost like rated M. A little edgier than rated T, you know? It's pretty bloody. I love this style of graphics. This is peak graphics for me. This game looks crazy. Big ol' hack and slash, I guess. That's gonna haunt me, dude. Did he get decapitated? Oh yeah, limbs are falling. This is an opening for a game? Wow. Yeah, that'll stick with you. That'll absolutely stick with you as anything, as a kid, as a teenager, anything. But I'm just imagining myself, like, whether I rented. Well, I mean, for me personally, I always rented games when Blockbuster was still around, or Hollywood Video, or whatever your music store was, or your video game store was, rental store. So I'm imagining, like, you know, that whole excitement of just like opening it, putting it in the console, and then, like, of course, I always watch the intro movie at least once. I feel like that's more epic than usual. It's long, so they clearly put a lot of production behind it. It looked cool because it was like a mixture of what I would call like an attract screen. So it's like a mixture of gameplay and cutscenes. That looked really exciting, you know. And I feel like they made it just for that. Like, I feel like that song was just the length for that. It kind of fit too well, you know what I mean? So it probably doesn't play anywhere else. I don't know if I already closed the tab. I don't know if this was requested with any like notes, but I'm gonna trust my instinct on this one. I'm just gonna not look up anything and see what the comments say. Maybe it's, super niche. Maybe it's something big. I don't know. It's got a lot of views. But personally, I really enjoyed that. It's bizarre. It's got my favorite graphical style. My favorite console was the PS2. Nothing wrong with like PS3 and PS4 and up graphics, but I just love the way the PS2 looks and feels. It's like I loved that console and the way games felt, looked, and just experience. I don't know. It was something about it. You know, it's very biased. I was like, I don't know, 11, 12, 13 years old. So it was like, you know, perfect. Set me up for my teenage years. So, oh man, I kind of just want to look up the release date only, just to satisfy that itch. Yeah, it definitely looked pretty brutal though. It looked a little bit more than rated T, you know, because I'm pretty sure. I don't know what like the threshold on violence is for the ESRB, but I'm sure a little blood is okay. But that looked more than just, you know, a little bit of blood. That was, we were getting into dismemberment territory. Millennium, isn't Millennium Falcon Star Wars thing? This was released. It is a PS2 game. Aha. Yeah, I was gonna say. Ooh, it's kind of rated fairly. 7 out of 10, 4 out of 5. Okay. Also known as Hensaima Senko no Sho. I definitely butchered that. It's an action video game that was released by Sega Sammy in Japan. Sega Sammy in Japan. Oh, Japan only. It is the second video game based on the manga Berserk. Oh. Well, there you go. It's based off a manga. And the rating is 018. What's the equivalent to that? Susumu Hirasawa was the composer, 2004. So, never released here? Import only? Either way, that was cool. I don't know. I know nothing about manga. The only thing I know about manga... Oh, gosh. I could be wrong about this, but the only thing I know about manga was that was the first time I ever heard of a book being read from right to left, which I think is quite common in Japan. But I just remember that vividly. I was like with a friend and we went to a shop that he wanted to go to, and I was like, whoa, what is it? It's like an anime shop. I felt so out of place. And I was like flipping through stuff and I was like, wait, what? And everything was backwards for me. And he's like, yeah, it's manga. I'm like, what? So I know nothing of manga. I don't know if Berserk is big. I don't know. I am totally foreign to that world. But that was cool. That was great. That's the only request I have for that. There's nothing else Berserk in my request log. There's nothing else for this game. So this is a one-off. Let me know, Berserk fans or whatever. That was sick, though. I love the energy. Even though that was a kind of a scuffed, compressed recording, I could tell that sounds amazing in game. And super memorable. That is a really cool intro. You know, that's up there with like Liberi Fatali from FF8 as far as like memorable, I think, to me. That was cool. That was cool. I think if you guys can remind me, when I ever do VGM vibes on like opening themes, which I will, you gotta remind me to put this one in there. That was cool. I'm really biased towards opening cinematics. They're just gone for the most part. Anyways, please tell me what's going on here. That was great. I really enjoyed that. I want to hear more. What's the rest of the soundtrack like, though? Is it like that, or is it just that song? Okay. Thanks to the requesters. Thanks for everyone you see here. I couldn't be without them. And thanks to you for watching. My name is Jesse. Have a good night.